There's a new idea to help people in Washington Heights to do the impossible, find a parking spot in their own neighborhood. The City Council is proposing residential parking permits. CBS 2's Jessi Mitchell shows us how the day plays out in Washington Heights.
A lot of times it'll take me like 2 hours, as long as 2 hours.
That's crazy.
To find parking.
Smart decision with the smart car.
Creative Washington Heights natives come up with their own coping mechanisms for the nightmare of trying to find parking close to home.
How hard is it for you to find a spot out here?
Not with that one.
Is that why you got that?
Yeah, I have two. That one holds my parking for when I move the other one.
1 hour you take, and you don't found the parking meter, you don't found nothing.
This is a livable, walkable community, and parking is probably the #1 issue that we hear about when we walk down the street.
That's why Councilmember Carmen De La Rosa introduced the latest bill to launch a residential parking permit program with the support of Manhattan Borough President Mark Levine, reserving up to 20% of spaces.
This is an environmental justice community, so the idling doesn't help.
Making matters worse, they say, all the commuters coming into the community.
You're no longer competing with people that don't live in our community that are coming in to park their private vehicles and take the A train or the 1 train.
There's one hitch. The state has to give us permission. But we want the power in the 5 boroughs to bring some order to the chaos on our residential streets.
Levine says the revenue generated from residents could be used on neighborhood parks and streets and could be replicated in other areas. Some neighbors remain skeptical.
Moving the outdoor dining still hasn't really made anything better, because you have people that hold parking for other people as well.
As long as the parking problem persists, packing patience provides peace. In Washington Heights, Jessi Mitchell, CBS 2 News.
Now, the proposal is currently under consideration by the City Council's Transportation Committee, but as you heard, ultimately it requires state approval to take effect. And Jessi is our community reporter covering Harlem. If you have a story you'd like to share, email harlemtip@cbs.com.